unmute yourself. Allison will be helping us with the chat because I can't see it while I have the presentation on. So feel free to ask questions if you have any. So we have quite a few choices of schools at UCSD: arts and humanities, biological science, data science, engineering, health sciences, global policy and strategy, physical sciences management, Scripps Institute of Oceanography, and social sciences. So this presentation will focus primarily on undergraduate majors in the arts and humanities. So capped majors are outside arts and humanities, but it's good to know: biological science, data sciences, engineering, physics, and public health. If you plan on applying or have applied for any of the capped majors, always select a second major, backup major, because admissions has told us that there are students that they could have admitted to their second major choice, but because they didn't have one, they couldn't be admitted when it came to the capped majors. So the different departments at the School of Arts and Humanities at UCSD: history, literature, music, philosophy, theater and dance, visual arts, and the Institute of Arts and Humanities. And the Institute of Arts and Humanities has a wide variety of majors and minors that I'll share with you. A lot of students do add second majors or minors when they come to UCSD, when they see that their primary major, they still have more units to complete, so they add a second major or make a custom major for themselves. So I know you were interested in history, and these are some of the majors and minors offered in all the areas of history. So you can either do geographic, thematic, or pre-professional. So geographic is obvious, geographical area. Thematic is if you're focused on a particular strand of history, such as race, migration, social change. And pre-professional will be to prep you for business education, global law, and medicine. And we do have, a few of our graduates that I know that are applying for law school now and getting admitted and going through their financial aid packets. Our another choice is literature. Allison was a literature major, and there's a lot of choices there. There's writing, literature in English and Spanish, world literature and cultures, and minors that you can also add if that's an interest. And variety of languages. So just depends on what your area of interest is. Oops, not going. There we go. Music is hi Beth. What major are you thinking about transferring to UCSD in, so I can make sure I talk about that?
Oh, hi. Sorry, I am not thinking of transferring to UCSD, but SDSU.
Okay.
And it's going to be social work. But I was going to get one of these university studies degrees. And I have a choice of humanities and fine arts or business and economics. So I don't know. I thought I would just tune in and see what you talk about today. Yeah.
No problem at all.
Beth, and if you have any questions afterward, let us know. I'm Amalia Blumen, Transitional Coordinator, so we can follow up with you. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. And then the next group of majors we'll talk about are in the music department. There are obviously a wide variety of majors that you can see. I know quite a few of composition and performance students that I work with. And then the ICAM major is very popular right now, and that's an interdisciplinary commuting and the arts. So we have quite a few students that are transferring with that right now. And then in philosophy, this is a popular major for people that are thinking about graduate school after they leave and get their degree. So a lot of law graduates and students thinking about going on to their master's or PhD. And it's a very popular major with a lot of our transfer students. And then theater and dance, although it looks limited, you do have a variety of ways you can use this degree, or tune your major to yourself, whether you're a performer, you're behind the scenes as a set designer. There's a lot of things. We have a recent graduate who is now working with San Diego Opera. So there's a lot of different things you can do with a theater and dance major. Visual arts is probably one of our fastest growing majors right now at UCSD. And that's really focused a lot on if you're an artist or you're thinking about design work or marketing and different things like that. This is a great opportunity to use, whether you're a hand draw or you're interested more in computer animation or computer drawing or different visual arts like that. This is a great major for that kind of work. And then for not working, there we go. Okay, got stuck. And then some of the minors offered in visual arts are listed here. So I know right now film studies is only a minor, and they're hoping in the next few years to have a major available to students. So they're working on that right now, writing up the major for students. So that one's exciting. Now, the Institute of Arts and Humanities has a lot of different choices that you can see here. So if you're really interested in studying an area, or language and background, this is a good opportunity for you to use that, take advantage of these majors. And they also have a wide variety of minors. So it really depends on what your area of study is. Although the Korean studies is a minor for the PhD students, they do allow the opportunity to work with Korean studies as a PhD student as well. I just worked with a student that went to Korea recently to do his research for his PhD. So that's exciting. And then careers in the humanities. So there's quite a few careers, and a lot of it focuses on transferable skills. So we do have a career center at UCSD, and they help you plan your future. You can, they'll work with you to write your resume, do practice interviews. There's a Triton career guide. There's a lot of different things that they do to help you succeed in your job search. And that includes, they have regular fairs with employers recruiting employees from UCSD, and they do have those targeted for students from the arts and humanities as well as other majors across campus. So it's not just focused only on STEM majors within the career services. So some of the things, they have career consulting, online resources, professional development. So it's really good to take advantage of these resources as a student, and they're all at no cost to students at UCSD. So there's no fee involved with using these services. They'll also help you with finding jobs while you're on campus and different things like that, so you can start building your resume. So they're a fantastic resource. So career options. Think about industries that you might be interested in applying for, and transferable skills. Those are great things to use when you're thinking about what your major might be and what you're going to do once you finish school. What are some things that you could do with that major? In history, a lot of students, public administration, public policy, library services, law, business management, and some really good transferable skills are communication, thinking critically, and research. Those are all things employers are looking for. So really think about how to focus your resume or cover letter to focus on those skills for yourself and your job search. So things for literature is writing, publishing, communication, advertising. There's a lot of different things you can do. Employers really want employees that can write well, no matter what your background is. If you can write well, you will go far when you're employed. So thinking critically, data gathering, communication is super important. So, you know, you don't only have to major in the sciences to be able to have opportunities within the workforce once you complete your degree. So music majors, we have broadcasting, journalism, advertising. And I know, I think it was Tuesday, we had an alumni event for students at the Grammy Museum for our graduates that had earned Grammys and different things like that. So that's very exciting to know that you have a path forward if you are a music major, and a lot of things that you can focus on with your resume are collaboration, working effectively with others, inclusive, different perspectives, time management. Those are all things that you have to use while you are a music major. Sorry, the doggos are going cuckoo. Philosophy, a lot of students go into education, law, working for government. And some of those, skills are critical thinking, data gathering, analytical. Sorry, let me get these guys to calm down. Okay, I think we got a little better. And so this one's a small program, but you'll get a lot of close attention because it is a small program. Cuckoo birds are. And then theater and dance, this one's very popular. Performance, education, business and stage management. These are some of the things you can do. Some of the transferable skills you learn are multitasking, discipline, accomplishing your goals as a team or individual, and those are all important skills for employers when you are ready to transfer. Visual arts, graphic design, publishing, and I know we have several students that also do sell their work. Now that they're in school, they sell on Etsy and they have their own websites and they're earning money while they're earning their degree. So it's really good to have that opportunity if you are a visual artist. There's a lot of things that you can do with this. You can learn multiple computer technologies, creative problem solving, thinking analytically from different perspectives. Those are all important things for employers. Here's some links. So I'll email this presentation to Cuyamaca so I'll send it to anyone who RSVP'd as well. So you have the links to different opportunities that the Career Center offers. And then I wanted to talk a little bit about PATH, and Allison will pop in if she needs anything. So this is a program that's available to transfer students coming in from the community colleges to UCSD. And this offers you an opportunity to experience a class at UCSD and life on campus before your fall semester or your fall quarter starts. So this is for students that are majoring in the arts and humanities, and it's during summer session 2. We're doing a hybrid format, so part of it is online and part of it is in person. We have a lot of different activities, workshops, social events like kayaking, painting, different things that students can do. And it's really to help you build a group of friends and a comfort level with finding your way on campus and just getting around and seeking resources during the academic year if you need them. And we have opportunities for students to work as interns after the summer academy. So, and we keep connected with you during the year. We have a series of workshops to help you with applying for grad school and or looking for jobs after. We had some art students that were having issues where they couldn't apply for grad school because there were no opportunities to show their artwork, and that was an important part of their grad school application. So for those students, we are offering we partnered with a park and market for UCSD downtown, and we'll be offering an art show in July so that those students will be able to apply, use that on their applications for grad school, so they can say that they have shown their artwork. We have alumni events, quarterly and a lot of different volunteer prospects. So there's a lot that you get out of this program to support you while you're at UCSD and help you get to your goal of graduation and finding a job after. The Triton Transfer Hub is really great for all transfer students. They offer mentors that have also transferred. They offer study spaces. So if you're a commuter student, it's great to have a place to go between classes. If you just need to, sit down and study somewhere quiet, this is a great resource. Also, there's a commuter center on campus where you can reserve rooms. So you're not just trying to find a spot to study and do things. We have great opportunities here on campus. There's peer coaching, which is really important. So when you are admitted, every student is assigned a peer coach, and they'll reach out to you so that during the year you have them available to help you through anything that you might need. We have students that transferred colleges because the university has the 7 colleges right now that you can apply for as a transfer student. I think it'll be 2 more years before people will be able to apply for 8th college admission. I think freshmen can just start applying now. Practical tips: come visit the campus. Triton Transfer Day is May 6th. Take a campus tour. Explore your options for commuting to campus, whether you plan to take the trolley, drive, bus. We have students that do all of that. We have some that park at trolley stations that with free parking and then take the trolley from there. If once you're a student, you do have access to free trolley passes through UCSD, so you wouldn't have to pay to take MTS to campus, and it's obviously more affordable than paying for a parking pass. Attend your classes, it's super important. Seek academic resources. We have a variety of centers, like if you need somebody to proofread something you've written, take advantage of that. Get to know your faculty. Our faculty are always saying that they don't have enough students attend their office hours, and that sometimes students don't come at all. This is a great way for you to have a potential, it's a great way for you to have an ally on campus. And also, if you are applying for a job or applying for grad school, you can ask that faculty member to write you a letter of recommendation or serve as a reference. And remember to practice self-care, that you're the most important thing, to take care of yourself, and then strive to reach out to all of us for guidance. Whether you participate in our PATH program or you're just a transfer student, we're here as a resource to all our students. So do not be afraid to reach out and ask questions should you have any during the year. Here's just a snippet of resources available to all students at UCSD. The Transfer Center, we have the Counseling Center, the Commons, the Basic Needs Hub, and that helps you if you need emergency housing or if you need food bank resources, all kinds of things. Oasis, they have a tutor center, they have writing resources, we have a recreation. Our library has subject-specific librarians, so if you're history or music, they already have selected resources for you with databases at the library, so you can easily connect with those databases and take advantage of pre-screened resources for yourself. And then trying to keep this short and sweet with this small group. Do you have any questions that we can answer for you?
I wanted to know if it's possible to give more information, or maybe you can send that out if someone is interested in the summer program. Is there a deadline to sign up for it, and what's the process?
Yeah, definitely. Allison, if you can put the website in the chat. So we won't be opening the application until after the Triton Transfer Day. So Triton Transfer Day is May 6th. And if you look on the NIT website, it already has the questions that will be on the application. So it's really easy to, it's a really simple application. It's basically your name, your major, tell us a little about you and your transfer journey. And then Those are the main things of the application. It will be a month long. The class will be online this year. And then we will have a variety of things in person. Like going to the transfer center hub, doing the career center, the strength finder, and going there and talking to them about different major and career options. Once you do the strength finder, we went to the Teaching and Learning Commons last year to learn about, tutoring services available. So there's a lot of different things we try to do to support students that are coming into UCSD so they can be successful. Even if you need to change your major or add a major, we're here to help all our students succeed, whether they continue to be arts and humanities students or switch to something else. We're still here to serve as a resource to them. Because we know sometimes people come in and they think this is what I want to do. And then after a quarter, they're like, I need to shift gears. This might not be the best fit for me. So although we want you as much as you can to finish as quickly as possible, if something's not going to work, we're here to help you adjust.
Thank you.
Any other questions? Allison, is there anything you want to add about the past summer academy?
I think you covered everything. One thing I will include on the chat is my email in case any other questions come up. Me and Roxanne are constantly planning and changing different things on the program just to serve the community of transfers we get every year. So if you have any questions related to the program after you visit the website or after you read more into it, after this presentation, please feel free to reach out.
And
like I said,
it's no
I will
cost to
include my
students as well. There's no cost associated with participating in the program. And then we were lucky enough to get gift funds. So if somebody needs to borrow a laptop, we have laptops available. And Alice and I are starting, I don't know what you would call it, household goods pantry, where we do laundry detergent and soap and different things like that students might need that you can't obtain at a food pantry, that a lot of our students started asking us for as prices have gone up across all the stores to be able to, maintain a healthy diet and not have to cut back on everything in order to do that. We've had students that couldn't afford books and we've found ways to help them. So don't be afraid to reach out. Whether you do PATH or not, we're here for you and we'll help you as much as we can.
Additionally, I'm also going to include a link in the chat for another presentation we have coming up in April, just focused on the PATH program. And you can feel free to sign up. Please feel free to share that with any of your friends that are thinking of transferring. It's really important to kind of like make an educated guess when you are transferring, because it is kind of like a big decision. And if you're not sure about the program, you just want to learn a little bit more, feel free to join in and we'll have a Q&A at the end where you can ask more questions about what the program entails. So I'll add that to the chat in a few.
Any other questions you might have, Beth?
So what would be the advantages of UCSD over SDSU?
I know a lot of students look at their financial aid packets, honestly, and have chosen UCSD because they were awarded more aid and it meant that they didn't have to take out loans and different things like that. So I don't know enough about San Diego State to say good or bad. I know my sister went there, but I personally did not, and she enjoyed her experience. But although UCSD physically is a big campus with the college system, it really does feel like a smaller school experience. So, it's really important to decide, what do you want to learn about? does UCSD have the major that you're interested in, or does SDSU have it? So, I don't want to say anything bad about SDSU because they are a good school, but a lot of our students really wait and see their financial aid packages and then decide and make their final decision, because they're both good schools to graduate from, you know.
Yes,
Yeah.
Is it possible to go to 2 colleges at the same time? Because I was gonna get a social work degree through SDSU, and then this university studies degree in humanities and fine arts or business and economics. Could I possibly do that at a different college at the same time, or don't they do that?
You
would
can, but it
depend.
will reduce your financial aid at one school.
Beth, let me answer that. If you're talking about attending 2 universities at the same time, then no, you cannot do that. You
No.
can go under one and then you do that. But if you're talking about if you're attending a university and then in the meantime, you're still pursuing something at the community college level, then you can do that. But going back to Roxanne, you get financial aid only at one institution. So therefore you kind of decide. But I think you and I, we need to talk. University studies is not really a major. It's designed for transfer students to get a degree by virtue of completing coursework to transfer. So if your goal is social work, then that should be your goal. I mean, am I making sense? If that's your
Yeah.
goal, but you can maybe get, I don't know, eventually, if that's something interests you, maybe master's could be. After a bachelor's, that would be maybe something to consider.
Yeah.
So are you also thinking that you want to work in higher education? Or are you thinking primarily that you want to work in social work environment?
Right now, social work. Yeah.
Yeah, so San Diego State would probably be the better bet for social work, if that's your goal.
Yes, because UCSD does not have that major.
Yeah.
Even if it's a
Okay.
school, it doesn't offer that path for you to get to your bachelor's degree.
Okay. I guess I tuned in today to see, and you did answer the questions, like there's literature, there's music. Those both interest me, but probably not as a major to, I mean, literature maybe, but not music. I like it as a hobby. But
Yeah, and we
I
have a
just,
lot of events that are free on campus for people in the community that you can participate in, to coming to concerts or different talks from authors and stuff. So you can still participate in things without being a student at UCSD. So
I
if you
would
want
like
to do social work, but your interest is in music or literature on a personal level, you're still welcome to attend, all of our different workshops and functions that we have. You don't have to be a student here.
and how would I find out about them? The
Most of them
functions
are on the
and,
website, and normally once you register for one, they'll add you to the mailing list to send you every time there's a new activity from that group.
okay. That sounds nice.
Any other questions?
I think I can stop recording. Okay.